Hidden needs of porn, navigating sex, desire, and secrecy. Why does he spend so much time consumed by it? Am I not enough? Is there something wrong with me or with us? These are the silent, often agonizing questions that echo in the hearts of countless partners when porn enters the sacred space of a relationship. In our hyper-connected world, porn is everywhere, yet its impact on intimacy remains a deeply personal, often unspoken struggle. For couples, navigating this terrain means confronting raw emotions of desire, perceived betrayal, and the very definition of shared connection. This article isn't just about the what, but the why and how. How to move beyond the hurt, understand the hidden dynamics, and pave a path toward profound understanding, rekindled trust, and deeper intimacy. Deconstructing porn. Beyond simple definitions into complex realities. When we speak of porn, we're not just talking about explicit visuals. We're talking about a vast, easily accessible digital landscape that holds different meanings for different people. For some, it's a momentary diversion. For others, it becomes a consuming obsession. The true complexity lies not just in the act of viewing, but in its relational reverberations. Reflective question. How has the sheer accessibility of digital content changed your own, or your partner's, interaction with private entertainment? Interesting finding. While precise figures vary, surveys consistently show that a significant majority of adults, particularly men, engage with adult content. Yet, research also highlights a growing trend of female engagement, often with different motivations than men. This isn't just a niche issue. It's a pervasive reality that demands open discussion, not silence. The hidden needs. What lies beneath the desire for porn? It's more than just physical arousal. To unlock the door to understanding, we must venture beyond surface-level judgments and explore the often unconscious needs that adult content might be fulfilling. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow offers a powerful key here. Those repressed aspects of ourselves, our unmet desires, our unacknowledged wounds, our hidden anxieties that often seek expression or solace in indirect ways. Could adult content be a compensatory mechanism for something deeper? Emotional regulation and coping mechanism. The silent self-soother. Imagine a demanding job, family pressures, or simply the relentless grind of modern life. For many, adult content serves as a potent, immediate escape, a way to numb emotional pain, reduce stress, manage anxiety, or simply disconnect from overwhelming realities. It's not necessarily about the content itself, but the temporary relief it provides. Is your partner seeking solace from something unspoken? Sexual exploration or curiosity. The private laboratory. It's natural to be curious about one's own sexuality, to explore fantasies, or to simply understand what sparks arousal. Porn can be perceived as a safe, private laboratory for this exploration, offering new ideas without the perceived risks or vulnerabilities of real-life experimentation. Substitute for intimacy. The digital companion. When genuine emotional or physical intimacy within a primary relationship feels lacking, risky, or difficult to achieve, adult content can become a pseudo-companion. It offers a perceived safe and undemanding form of sexual release or stimulation, sidestepping the complexities, vulnerability, and emotional effort required in a real, intimate connection. Does this resonate with any unmet needs in your relationship? Escape from relationship stress or conflict. The retreat button. In times of relational strain, unresolved conflict, or feeling emotionally unheard, retreating into solitary engagement with adult content can be a powerful, albeit unhealthy way to avoid confrontation, soothe discomfort, or mentally check out from relationship responsibilities. Validation or fantasy fulfillment. The unspoken desires. It can provide a sense of validation or fulfill specific fantasies that may not be met, or even discussed, within the primary relationship. This can include desires for control, novelty, or specific scenarios that feel too risky or shameful to voice aloud. Gender differences in consumption and impact. While we must be wary of broad generalizations, research offers fascinating insights into how different genders engage with and are impacted by adult content. General trends. Studies consistently indicate higher self-reported rates of engagement among men. However, female engagement is a significant and growing trend, though often underreported due to persistent societal stigma. The idea that only men view porn is a myth. Varied motivations and content. While many men often seek visual arousal and novelty, women's motivations are more varied, sometimes focusing on narratives, emotional connection, or specific fantasy fulfillment. However, the underlying reasons for use, such as stress reduction, sexual exploration, and coping with emotional states, can overlap significantly across genders. The partner's perspective, the pain point. This is where the emotional echo often hits hardest. Women in heterosexual relationships frequently report greater feelings of betrayal, inadequacy, and a decline in emotional and sex when their partner's use of adult content is discovered, especially if it involves secrecy or is perceived as excessive. They may feel compared to unrealistic ideals, that their partner is emotionally withdrawing, or that their shared intimacy is somehow devalued. Men whose partners discover their use might feel shame, guilt, or confusion, particularly if they do not perceive their behavior as harmful. Crucially, the secrecy surrounding the use is often more damaging to trust and intimacy than the act itself. Reflective question. Beyond the act itself, how has the element of secrecy impacted the trust and emotional safety in your relationship? The dark sides, secrecy, betrayal, and the quiet erosion of intimacy. Regardless of who is engaging with it, when porn becomes a hidden habit or is used in ways that violate a partner's sense of safety and fidelity, several profound consequences can unfold. 1. Erosion of trust, the silent killer. Secrecy acts like a corrosive acid, eating away at the foundation of trust. When a partner discovers hidden use, it often feels like a profound betrayal, leading to a cascade of questions about honesty, integrity, and commitment. 2. Comparison and insecurity, the unrealistic mirror. Both the user and the partner can fall into the trap of comparing their real-life intimacy and physical appearance to the often stylized, unrealistic portrayals in porn. This can lead to pervasive feelings of inadequacy, self-consciousness, and a diminished sense of self-worth. 3. Sexual objectification, the dehumanizing lens. Frequent engagement can subtly shift one's view of sex and partners, reducing connection to a performance or an objectification rather than a sacred, shared experience. This can make genuine, vulnerable intimacy where souls truly connect more challenging, leading to emotional distance. 4. Compulsive patterns, the unwinnable battle. For some, engagement can escalate into a compulsive pattern, interfering with daily life, work, and the capacity for healthy relational connection. This can manifest as an inability to stop, escalating consumption, or negative impacts on mood and function. Navigating the conversation towards openness and healing. It starts with a brave first step. Addressing porn in a relationship demands courage and vulnerability from both sides. This isn't about blame, it's about healing and rebuilding. Creating a safe space, the invitation, not the ambush. Choose a calm, uninterrupted time to talk. Frame the conversation around mutual understanding and the health of the relationship, rather than accusation or blame. Start with, "I've been feeling, you're feeling, and I want to understand what's happening for us." I statements, owning your feelings. Focus on your personal feelings and needs. Instead of "you always watch porn," try "I feel hurt or disconnected when I discover hidden adult content use, and I miss our closeness." Active listening, beyond hearing to understanding. This is critical. Listen to your partner's perspective without interrupting. Try to truly understand their motivations, fears, and needs that might be connected to their engagement. What emotional void is it attempting to fill for them? Setting boundaries, crafting shared agreements. Openly discuss what feels acceptable, what crosses a line, and what compromises might be necessary for both partners to feel respected and secure. This isn't about control. It's about establishing mutual agreements for the health of your shared intimacy. Shared values, reclaiming your us. Re-establish and align on mutual values regarding sex, fidelity, honesty, and emotional presence within your partnership. What does a fulfilling and respectful intimate connection truly mean to both of you? Rebuilding intimacy and connection, a journey of two. The path forward involves addressing both individual and relational dynamics, turning a crisis into an opportunity for profound growth. Addressing underlying needs. For the partner engaging with porn, it's crucial to identify and address the hidden needs it fulfills. Can these needs, such as stress reduction, exploration, escape, be met in healthier, more connective ways, either within the relationship or through personal coping strategies, perhaps through new hobbies, spiritual practices, or genuine emotional sharing? Enhancing real-life intimacy. Rekindling the spark. Actively work to rekindle physical and emotional closeness. This might involve exploring new forms of shared intimacy, prioritizing quality time together, engaging in non-sexual touch, or making a conscious effort to increase emotional vulnerability and open communication. Individual work, the journey of self-discovery. Both partners benefit immensely from self-reflection and personal growth. Jungian shadow work, this is profoundly relevant. Acknowledging and integrating the shadow aspects related to desire, shame, fear, and unmet needs can lead to profound self-awareness and healthier choices. What unacknowledged parts of self are seeking expression or escape through adult content, and how can they be integrated constructively? Love styles. How do different love styles perceive this issue? A ludus, game-playing, style might view adult content as harmless fun, while a storge, friendship-based, style might see it as a significant betrayal of trust and intimacy. Recognizing these differences can explain varying levels of concern and help bridge communication gaps. Understanding these deeper, often unconscious patterns surrounding desire and intimacy is the first step towards transforming your relationship dynamics. If you're ready to explore your own attachment and love styles, or to gain further personalized insights into your relationship's unique challenges, consider taking therapy-chats.com free in-depth relationship test. If you have any views on porn, please feel free to share your view on the below. Thank you so much for your watching. See you soon.